We ride together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
Hey, Jason, we got a chance to see Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for a second time yesterday, man.
Sonic 2.
But yeah, man, Sonic 2, man. Tell me, what did you think of this film?
Excellent.
Excellent. You enjoyed it? Have fun with it?
Had a lot of fun. Nah, for real though, like it almost made me feel like a kid again.
Yeah,
Like
me
back
too.
in those days for the people that played like the Sonic Adventures, Sonic Heroes, the classic Sonic games, like from Sega Genesis. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah, like
but live action.
Yeah, like it made me want to go get an old Sega Genesis.
Yeah, and when you see these movies, you think like hopefully the human characters don't ruin it.
Yeah,
at least that's how I feel.
I
like hopefully the human characters don't ruin this.
100%.
But they really genuinely gave us so much of Sonic. Like like it wasn't like called Sonic and we barely seen him. Like we got him, we got Tails, we got the introduction of Knuckles, and all three of them like doing their thing. It's like this is crazy. Like it felt like I was playing a video game.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, man. I've felt like I said this with Uncharted, but I felt like I was in the theater playing the game, like you said, and this was just an all around enjoyable film, man, and I definitely enjoy it for what it is, and it's it definitely is playing in that the nostalgia factor, but but they're 2 for 2 with these films, in my opinion, for sure, and I believe you share that sentiment. But man, I definitely agree with you. And just to tell you guys a little bit about the film, when the manic Dr. Robotnik returns to Earth with a new ally, Knuckles, like you said before, Knuckles the Echidna, Sonic and his new friend Tails is all that stands in their way. And what did you think about Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik's relationship? No, actually, tell me what you thought about Knuckles in general, because me personally, he gave me like that Drax vibe. Like he took everything literal, and he was always straight to the point. He was all about honor and things like that. And and
he was an alien musclehead.
Basically,
yeah. I mean, that's Knuckles for you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like when they get more acquainted with Earth, because this is his first time being on Earth. Sonic obviously has been a little bit more acquainted, so he's not out the blue with what's going on. I think that's where Knuckles is. Tails has kind of been following Sonic's career, I guess you can call it.
Yeah, he was a legit fanboy.
Yeah, so Tails was able to pick up on what Sonic has been through so far, and Knuckles, like I said, is just getting used to this stuff.
Yeah.
So I think as we get other films in the future, then you'll start to see him becoming more relaxed and not so just like dumb.
Yeah,
I guess you can say. But I mean, I think he was excellent. Like he had that aspect where he was just like tough and straight with it, and then you've seen those aspects where you can see he still had feelings, or he had, I don't know, like he leaned towards the good side. Like
he was honorable.
Yeah, he's honorable.
He was a very honorable person, and there were times where it would go over his head, as with his relationship. And this is non-spoiler, the non-spoiler portion of this review, by the way, as well. But things would go over his head a little bit as far as who he was working with and things like that before, and kind of not necessarily picking up on subtle things that probably would have alerted him earlier on in the film. But like you said, I enjoyed him as well. I think I think his introduction was phenomenal. The fight scenes with him was incredible. When him and Sonic were going at it, and things like that.
The look of them just looked beautiful.
Yeah,
like,
man.
The CGI is
I was worried kind of like because in the first movie we only had Sonic, a couple of echidnas, and the owl as like the big CGI characters, and the echidnas and the owl were only in the movie for a short period of time at the beginning. Whereas this movie, we have multiple animated characters throughout the entire film. I was kind of worried to see how that was going to translate onto the big screen, and I think they handled it wonderfully.
Oh yeah, they did it excellent.
Like, and then like there were scenes where we, like you pointed out, like as far as like the CGI and everything, or like the attention to detail, when Sonic got wet, like you could see his fur clumped together in a wet, and like
you could see drops of water
throughout
like, man,
his quills, and like that, like that's attention to detail, and that's something that I wouldn't have expected that type of attention to detail if we would have got that first iteration of Sonic that they were.
I think we still would have gotten that attention to detail. It just wouldn't have been a very unattractive Sonic.
Yeah,
and I think that's what didn't draw people into it. It's like just the look of Sonic itself. Like if that's how you're looking, I'm not watching that movie.
Right.
So like, all right, we gotta appeal to fans. I don't know if this is some type of like what's the word I'm looking for? Conspiracy theory, because I know a lot of people are thinking that it was like they made him ugly on purpose to build buzz for the movie.
You think
and
so?
Get people talking, because they already had plans to change him anyway.
Yeah,
and that was gonna like, all right, build hype for the movie. Like everybody's talking about Sonic's design. They're making their own designs for it on Twitter. Like it's trending, all because Sonic was ugly. So they were trying to do their own designs, and then they were like, all right, bet. Everybody bullied us into this. Here's the new Sonic, and here's the movie. So people are like, all right, this is the Sonic we wanted. Now the buzz is already there. It's already at the height of its buzz because of Twitter and social media. Now people are like, let me check it out and see if this is Sonic we wanted.
Yeah.
And then the movie did good. Then they came out with the second one, and the second one was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. Obviously, the Hollywood is Hollywood. I don't know.
I would. It's a great theory, but
it is.
That's a $3 to $5 million.
Who knows?
Like that,
I don't know what Hollywood does. I know they back there.
I think they spent like a good $3 to $5 million to fix Sonic, bro. So I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but I do like the idea. I do. Don't get me wrong.
Like I said, I don't know. Hollywood is crazy, and I wouldn't hold it past them to be doing something like that. But all in all, the movie was excellent. CGI was beautiful. Seeing them all in action together, again, it made me feel like a kid again. I'm a huge Tails fan, so to see Tails, I was watching like Sonic XD. I know you remember those Saturday morning cartoons of Sonic.
The Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Watching
it definitely felt like together. That. Yeah, man. But let's go ahead and spoiler warning. I do want to go ahead and get into some spoilers here, man, and but I'm giving you guys this chance now before we jump right into it. 3, 2, 1. Super motherfucking Sonic, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my god, bro. When I tell you,
that's crazy.
Ooh,
that looks fire,
bro. Like, and when I tell you, me and my son, like me and Zeke, we were both up in our seats, like, and then I look over, I see all you and Chris up.
Oh yeah, we peeled up. Me and Chris were like, hold on. We knew it was coming. Like I was telling Chris, because I'm like, all right, they're talking about the Master Emerald. Yeah. I'm like, okay, so they have to have Chaos Emeralds. Mm-hmm. And in my mind, I'm thinking, if they're Chaos Emeralds, then maybe there's a Chaos. That's what was in my mind. And I'm like, with Chaos Emeralds means that there's a potential that he could use the Emeralds as Supersonic. Yep. I did not think it was going to happen this soon.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
But man, when he popped up with them Emeralds, and I'm like, oh my gosh. What?
And you know what this movie actually made me think? A Dragon Ball movie is possible. Think about it. Because Supersonic, by the way, it is,
I think they can get away with doing it with the animation, the CGI animation, like legit just that.
Yeah, you don't think they'd be able to? I think so, dude. Just seeing how the action went through, how he was zooming across the screen, how they incorporated the lightning and the phase shifts into like the cinematography and everything like that as they were fighting. Even before he was Supersonic, when he was fighting with Knuckles, like I was sitting there thinking Dragon Ball vibes. I was getting Dragon Ball vibes. Every fight scene, I was like, you know what, because those fight scenes are like back and forth, like that. So, and that's exactly how this movie was shot. I just think it was shot beautifully.
It was.
So if they, and you actually, and the thing was is that you could actually see what was going on. Like in a movie like this, they could easily just cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here, cut here, and you don't necessarily know what's going on. But with Sonic and his movements and Tails' movements and Knuckles' movements, everybody's movements, the way they gelled together, you were able to follow the action. And I think that was done wonderfully as well.
Yeah. And you can clearly see, like, they did a good job at showing each individual strong suits.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tails was like, I'm not that hero guy, but I got all these tech stuff. Like, I get you from here to here. That's just how he's always been. Like, I'm the transportation guy. I'm the smarts guy. I'm the guy in the chair.
Yeah, basically.
I'm the guy in the chair. Sonic is the fast one. Knuckles has the power, but he can keep up.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
And that's just how it is.
And they definitely played on that. And even, like, speaking on that, the scene towards the end when they were fighting Robotnik, and they all kind of paired together, like they were first fighting side by side on the rock, almost like the Avengers. And,
they had that. They had their Avengers.
Yeah, they had their Avengers moment in there,
camera
in little circle, and as like one person's talking, then the next person will reply,
they would
and then the
jump,
camera will switch.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, that's a dope shot.
Yes.
And then right after that, they're like, all right, let's get to it. So they're like running side by side.
I love
their
that.
game planning, and then like Knuckles grabs Sonic while he's talking, throws him into a robot, and it bounces, and the camera flips to when Tails catches Sonic.
Yeah.
And then they keep talking and game planning with Sonic and Tails. I'm like, man, this is shot so damn beautiful.
So beautiful.
Oh, my God.
That chemistry was just magnificent.
Man.
It's crazy that we're sitting here raving about this, because this movie is geared towards children. Look, it's geared towards children.
Man, that movie was fun as shit.
It was fun as hell, and I think it's geared towards children, but it was made for us.
Yeah.
And they delivered massively.
But look how they I know we talked about it the day one when we went to see it. How they played off of the video games, like the nods to the old games, like the scene where he was running across the bridge and kind of slows down, and then Eggman pops up, like you're fighting a boss.
Yeah.
Like so many little details. I mean, that's just one, but there's so many little details and Easter eggs that reference back to like the maps that you've seen in the original games, the temple, the islands, like all of that kind of going back to
the snowboarding map,
the snowboarding, all that going back to what we grew up on. Like I don't know if they really have a genuine Sonic standalone game nowadays.
Games, no, but my 6-year-old son, they do have, like, they still do have cartoons and stuff going for them to enjoy. So that's where the kids these days kind of get their,
we had that straight from Sega
introduction.
Genesis.
We had video games, and they might get some, like, I don't know if they have anything on like the Switch or like just some small stuff that we don't hear about, but I believe that we got some stuff coming now after the success of these last two movies.
Yeah. Nintendo better get on it.
Oh yeah,
or
for
Sega.
sure.
Sega,
yeah.
Nintendo.
Which,
well, because Nintendo comes out with they do the Mario versus Sonic at the Olympic Games stuff. So
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that was such a fantastic movie.
Yeah, bro, I really enjoyed it, man, and and I had some things that I could nitpick, but I almost don't even really want to, because, like I said, like just out of pure enjoyment, I love this movie. Like,
I think it's like, if you go to see that movie, go see it with an open mind.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're at the point where we're talking details about it, so you probably already seen the movie. But yeah, I mean, it was so fun to watch. It was one of those things I was already excited to see it.
Yeah.
So my expectations, I don't even want to say I had expectations for it. It's just my excitement level was right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then what the movie did was up here. Like, I was thrown away. Like, okay, they did what I did. I didn't even expect this, but I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
They exceeded. I'll say I was excited. I will say me, how my expectations go. Like, I do go in with into movies with some expectations, and then I'll judge the movie off of those expectations, whether it meets or exceeds or doesn't even come close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it definitely exceeded my expectations, which were already pretty up there for me going into the film. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed it, man. And if I was to even rate this movie, I'd give it a high 8, somewhere in the high 8s. I don't even know what to put on it, but and just for like a small nitpick, the only thing that I didn't necessarily, I won't say I didn't like, but didn't make sense was the wedding and the
why the cops were there.
The cops were there in the first place.
Yeah, like, how'd y'all know this was about to happen?
That made no sense. Like y'all, unless they
knew anywhere Tom went, Sonic was gonna.
But why not put somebody in Tom's position?
Why not have a wedding
Tom
in a normal place?
Yeah, or that
in the city.
Yeah, where Tom would be more likely to be with Sonic. So. It didn't make any sense to me, but that was like that one little small nitpick, and that was the biggest thing. Probably
we'll see what CinemaSins has to say.
Right? Oh yeah, shout out CinemaSins. But man, please let us know what you guys think of this movie. Please let us know down in the comments section below. Give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're not already subscribed. All that good stuff, man.